getting burned by those lights. You should.
You guys ready? What sticks out about Ole Miss's defense?
I think if you look at them, they're a really tough team. It's a lot of familiar faces. It's a lot of guys we faced over the past couple of years that have really grown up, and they're more of experienced guys. So I think that's something that sticks out the most. Is you usually see a lot of guys cycling in and out from other schools, but with them, it's a lot of familiar faces.
What do you remember about your trip to Ole Miss from 2011?
A lot of things. Anytime you get in the game as a freshman, you remember a lot of things. I'll remember Blake getting chased down by some guy when he had like a 15-yard lead on him, and obviously Trent's big play he had from there. But it's a great environment. It's really loud. The fans really get into it.
How much different do you think it's going to be this time, though, just with game day and everything like that, and them doing well?
Obviously, whenever game day's in town, the fans go a little crazier. And with them being a really good ball team this year, with them being 4-0, us being 4-0, I think the environment for the fans is going to be, just more elevated, just people really excited about the game.
Do you guys ever watch it on TV when it's that in the city you're in, or no?
Not really. We usually have something going on in the morning.
Is that bracelet for Philip Lutzenberger?
Yeah.
How close were you guys?
We were really close. We hung out in high school a good bit. Went to spring break his senior year together, and then he was my host whenever I went to Auburn, and I would go there a good bit just because it was so close. And we stayed connected over the last couple of years. I was fortunate enough to have time off to go to the memorial service and go see his family, and just remember his life with them. And it was a really unfortunate thing that happened, but I think it brought out all the good things that he's had in his life, and honestly, it makes you step back and want to be the sort of person he was.
Anyone else from Alabama go?
We had another walk-on that came with me. His friend was in the accident as well, one of his friends from JUCO.
We see with their secondary, Ole Miss.
I think they got a lot of, like I said before, familiar faces. Their ball hawks are trying to get to the ball. I'm not sure if they actually do lead, but I'm sure they're among the nation's best in interceptions. So obviously, you have to respect that and respect the guys that got back there.
And what about up front? What makes them effective?
They're very active on the defensive line. They move guys around a lot. They'll slant a lot, do a bunch of things to try and throw you off. That's something that sticks out the most, and obviously they're very athletic at the positions they have.
Coach told us that against hurry-up teams, that the best defense for that is you guys possessing the ball a long time. How important will it be Saturday that you guys are on the field?
I think that's a huge thing. Obviously, we want to keep the ball out of their hands and keep it in our hands and control the tempo of the game. Make the most of the possessions we get, and just try and capitalize on those opportunities.
How good is their front seven?
Very good. Like I said, they've got a lot of experience. I think everybody that's there is back. And they even brought in a guy that transferred from FIU that's been pretty good so far. I think they got a really good front seven and the best we've faced so far this year.
You mentioned earlier about Blake running the ball last time you guys were at Ole Miss as a running back. Is that interesting, just kind of like looking back from then and then where he's going to be now?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I'm sure obviously he remembers his memories there, and we all made fun of him for that one back then. So he's hoping to make up for what he did last time.
How much does it affect practice when a quarterback's on a pitch count? I know AJ went through it a bunch last year. I mean, like a pitch count, like limiting reps and everything like that.
I think as long as he's in there on quality plays, I mean, if we've got like a run play or something like that, obviously we'll let another guy go take it and let Blake get ready. But you know, I think it doesn't really affect most of us as long as we're, you know, making the right calls and running the right routes. So the timing's there. It's already been built, but obviously we improve on it when he's in there.
As the season's gone on, have you seen Blake kind of grow more comfortable in his role and maybe become more of a leader?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he's been a leader all summer long. It's the role he wanted to have was be a leader on the team. You know, he didn't know if his position was set or not, so he knew he could provide some kind of role on the team, and that was going to be a leader. You know, I think with how things have gone this season, he's really come into that role as a, you know, somebody that you can look to with confidence in the huddle.
Anything else? Thanks.